So hello everybody, welcome to OneClass. My name is Shinjita, and today I'll be going over some commonly asked math questions, both at the high school / university and college levels. And I'm currently a second year human biology student studying at BFT. And lastly, if anyone needs additional schoolwork, help, or needs tutoring, you guys could check out the description box below. And other than that, we'll get started. So our first question here says, how do I find the inverse of e to the power of x? And so basically we can solve this by swapping or interchanging the x and y variables. And what we mean by this, you're just taking the inverse. And so what we do is basically you interchange the variables. Okay. And the way we do this is by, so we have our equation, our normal equation, where a normal exponential function looks like y is equal to e to the power of x. And we can basically change the variables or swap the variables, where now our x is equal to e to the power of y. Okay, and now what we have to do is take the natural logarithm of both sides. So next step would be to take the natural log, which is your ln, natural logarithm of both sides. Okay, and so now what we will basically have ln of x is equal to ln of e to the power y. Right? This have ln of e to the power y. Okay, and so note that since this is ln e to the power of y, we can say, since this is ln of e, this basically cancels out. Say that note ln e of y is equal to y, right? Since this cancels out, ln times e to the power of, ln times e is basically, they're like the inverse of each other, so they cancel out. And so lastly, what we have is we have ln of x is equal to y. And so therefore we can say, therefore the inverse of e to the power of x is y equal ln of x, or ln of x is equal to y. And we should also know that the inverse of the exponential function is the logarithmic function, and the natural logarithm logarithm is the logarithm function with base e, right? And which is your Euler's number. So I'm gonna write that down. So inverse, this is just a side note, inverse of exponential function is the logarithm function. Logarithm. And so whereas the natural logarithmic make function is basically this function is a log function, with base e, which is yours number. Okay, and so this is what I've stated here, and so therefore the solution is correct.